Friday Night Baseball from the Bay Area and the Oakland Coliseum. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Oakland A's. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Two of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Kendall Graveman will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matty V, a little bit of a mixed bag with this guy. An ERA of over 4 in his last 3 starts. He's either been really good or really bad, and recently he's been more bad than good. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around and pitch better in this one here today.
So digging in now, Andrelton Simmons. He enters play 6th in the American League in the batting race. He's ready. Here's the first offering. First of 3 here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike 1. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, to expect to go through the course of a long season and just dominate every game, every team is just a foolish thought process. You're going to have these little hiccups throughout the course of the season. I think they keep you honest and keep you real and keep you on the attack. Let's see if they fight today.
And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Dero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Well, Matty, the defense better be on its toes today because this lineup likes to put the ball in play. A lot of guys from 1 through 9, good barrel awareness, put the ball in play, pass the baton to the next guy, keep the defense on their toes.
The count now at 2-1. Hit on the ground toward the left. And this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock.
That's the cat and mouse of the game right there. You find yourself count leverage, you think you're getting a heater, he throws an off-speed pitch and you're still able to execute, that fires me up right there.
Now in the box, Mike Trout comes in today leading the American League in batting for the season. Kenna is right there as he takes it for the 2nd out.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 8.
Here's Justin Upton now, 1 for 3 back on Wednesday. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a strike. Fernandez, the runner at first with 2 gone. Sent on the ground out to second. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Angels strand 1. Angels nothing. A's coming to bat. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Settling in now, Cesar Hernandez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Athletics, the shortstop, Cesar Hernandez.
First pitch coming, here it is. And a fastball just a bit high. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing well, winners of 5 straight prior to that game.
Yeah, Matty, no excuses anymore. April, May go by. You kind of cut your teeth, try and find clubhouse chemistry, execute on the field. We're in June now. This is a good harbinger of what's to come, and this team's playing well. Expect them to be in the race for a while.
It's 2-1 to the A's leadoff batter.
2-1.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Upton's under it, and that's the first out of the inning. With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, you better look out for that cleanup spot. He's slugging over .550 on the season. A lot of home runs, a lot of doubles. That's elite power. That's elite slugger territory. Not a lot of guys in the game get to that territory, even some of the really good ones.
Ground ball left side. And into left field for a one-out hit.
That's what you want the guys at the top of the order to do. Set the table for the monsters 3, 4, 5. Nice piece of hitting.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in, as he'll take a look at ball one. Hit out towards second, taken in by Kinsler. One there, over to Pujols, and it's a double play that'll get him out of the inning. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're off to the second, scoreless on the show. Now at the plate, Zach Cozart. Past battles with Kendall Graveman, batting at an even .400. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. Two of the game's best, two of the hardest throwers compete at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this.
You know, Dero, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
Cozart aboard here at first with nobody out. And he'll just waste one there, 1-2.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
And another foul ball. Again, a 1-2. A ground ball to third, and they could get 2. The second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Really good pitch from the pitcher right there. Down in the zone, hits on top of it, induces the ground ball double play.
Here's Albert now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. On the ground up the middle. Backhanded. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Angels held in check there. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Stepping in, Matt Chapman. Set to lead off the home half of the second. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Way out in front.
I mean, that's almost an unhittable pitch right there. The downward action of that nasty split finger, add in the velocity in the high 80s, you ain't doing much with that.
And a neck-high fastball that time. Tried to hold up there, appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Back goes Trout, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And he will get there as the A's have themselves a leadoff double.
Talk about starting off the inning with a bang. Goodness, when this thing left the bat, I thought it was out of here, and I think he might have too. Only made it to the warning track, but he glides into second base with a leadoff double.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2.
3 balls, 1 strike.
A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Pulled toward right center field. Trout has a read on it. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll get into third here on the flyout, so he's 90 feet away here with 1 gone.
Time for a look at the Angels on defense. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Chris Davis comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. 2-0 the count to the A's left fielder.
Back-to-back pitches, they've gone away. Do you tell yourself as a hitter he wants to come in right here? I don't think so. I think he's trying to find that outside corner and adjust accordingly.
3-0 now. Swinging on 3-0. Now 3 balls and a strike. No score here, but a potential run is 90 feet away with 1 gone. And that looked like it caught him squarely in the arm. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first. And now they'll hustle out there and attend to their pitcher, and that was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee. But if there's one thing I know about this guy, he will not want to come out of this game. And from all indications, it looks like he's going to try to continue. So now it's Mark Hanna to try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. And now a pitch on the way. Curveball that time, not even close.
Really high curveball right there, struggling with the release point. That's the key to the curveball, figuring out and finding that release point.
Missed with a slider.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
Now a swing and a deep drive to left. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. It's a solo shot for Mark Hanna. 8th home run on the season for him. And Oakland has moved out in front here 2-0.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Into the box, Stephen Vogt. And it's grounded just foul down the line. Trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. The windup and the 0-1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The 1-2. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. He'll try again. 1-2. In tight with the slider. 2-2.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. I have to imagine. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. It was an 0-for-4 effort for him in Wednesday's ball game.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
So with one away, a couple of teams out of the AL West doing battle in this one. So let's check out where they sit in the standings entering play here today. Into the box, Rene Rivera. And as you can see, he's seen that average climb the last week or so. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
Kenna waits on it. 2 gone.
Up next for the Angels.
And now for the Angels, Andrelton Simmons. He's 0-for-1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Hit out towards second. Simeon's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Angels are gone in order. They're down 2-0. Now at the plate, Keon Broxton. as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
In there, strike one. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calhoun coming on. 1 out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cesar Hernandez. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Now batting, Marcus Semien, a base hit in his first trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
No strike.
Now the 1-0. Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and that evens the count at 1-1.
He's certainly done an amazing job right here, grinding to get early 2 outs with the number 2 hitter and the middle of the order lurking. He would love to see 3, 4, 5 with no one on base next inning.
Now the 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2. 2 out, nobody on. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
And you know what? Give this guy some credit up there, because this had the look of being a very quick inning. He's been able to stretch this at-bat out a little bit, and that's something that shouldn't go unnoticed.
Swinging a soft liner, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So he wins the full count battle and finds a way to extend the inning.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9. They could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
0 for 1 for him here in this one. 0-1, here's the pitch. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Semien leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And a curveball here. Good pitch, but a better take, and it's to 2-1 now.
You know, I think he's having a hard time with that curveball right now, and that's part of the reason why he struggled early on in the start. It's so important to have command of those secondary pitches, or hitters just start sitting on the hard stuff.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Up with it is Kinsler. Throw over to Pujols at first. He'll take care of him to end the inning. 1 left for Oakland. They're up 2-0. So stepping in, Jose Fernandez. Get us started here for the Angels with the excitement waiting on deck in the form of Mike Trout.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and standing in the ever-dangerous Mike Trout. And they'll issue the intentional walk here. Interesting decision with the bases empty and 1 away. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Justin Upton. He's 0 for 1 thus far. 1-0 pitch on the way. And here's a ball grounded foul near first base coach Alfredo Griffin. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. 2-1 the count. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
Got to believe that runner from first is going to be in motion, especially in this situation. As an offensive player, just hit something.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back to the Coliseum right after this. Striding in once again, Matt Chapman, set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning. First offering on its way. Slider right over the middle, taken for a strike.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
Swing and a miss got him reaching. And he makes the throw to first. Chapman is retired, and there's one away.
Now batting.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. 50th pitch of the game on its way. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. 0-1. Down and away, ball 1.
Playing 11, 1-1.
Two and one to the A's first baseman. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Let's see what they throw Olson on a 3-1 count.
He's had command of his pitches all day, hasn't walked a soul, but we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
There's ball 4.
Whoa, you know a pitcher is really fighting himself when he misses a zone by that much. I'm surprised the catcher could even bring that in.
Stepping into the box, Chris Davis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First delivery to him on the way. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. Calhoun is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2. On to first, and they get the double play. So they go quietly here in this half inning. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the A's 2 and the Angels nothing. Stepping up to the plate, Zach Cozart, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
Zach Cozart.
Here comes the first pitch. And this will be fouled away. So earlier in the broadcast, we mentioned that we might be seeing a pitcher's duel today, and these two guys have certainly delivered on that promise.
Yeah, Matty, executing a game plan to a T. Both guys with big power arms, establishing the fastball, and then using their off speed to get these guys and keep them honest.
You know what, Dero, in the day and age where we're seeing a lot of high-scoring games, it's kind of refreshing to see two pitchers on point like they are in this one. Runs going to be at a premium. Both these guys look super locked in.
Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a little blooper to center. In comes Broxton, but he won't get there. It falls in. So a runner at first with 1 man gone, and standing in, trouble now in the person of Albert Pujols. Hit well on the ground to first, and he's safe. Only play to the pitcher covering, and the runner moves into second on the play.
Here's one that you don't see too often, right? Safe at second base, but out at first. Great hustle there from the runner going into second. Really showed off his speed.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now.
And on the first pitch, he grounds foul.
Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Fouled away. The 0-2 once more. Is a slider that misses below the zone.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter, and a great pitch as a pitcher. That's one of those.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Angels leave one. They trail things here 2-0. So now it's Mark Hanna.
Leading off for the A's.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
The 1-0 home is taken for ball 2.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
And it's fouled away. Now the 2-1 pitch. Count even at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Next up for the A's, Stephen Vogt. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Popped him up. Simmons has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Way in front of that fastball. Broxton is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays.
And not only just speed, but first step quickness speed. He's able to track balls down that other guys cannot get to. And sometimes that's half the equation.
Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. A's are gone in order, as they're unable to add to their 2. Now at the plate, Rene Rivera. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th.
Rene Rivera.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Throw into second, but he'll be in there with a double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Waiting on it is Benintendi. 1 down. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
The batter, number 9, designated hitter.
Next will be the designated hitter, Jose Fernandez. A hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah.
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. He pulls into second safely as they also push across a score to make it a 1-run game.
and he's one rookie that's not afraid of the moment. That's his second knock of the game. This one a double, and he looks like the type of player that knows he belongs.
And the indication from the dugout comes, it looks like they're going to put him on intentionally, so that'll set up the double play possibility with one away. So striding in, Justin Upton, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. 0-1 the count. 0-1, here it comes. Ball one.
One ball, one strike.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And nearly a three-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. Another 1-2 delivery. Hit this one hard the other way. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Angels do get a run in the inning on this RBI double. Through 5.5, it's the A's 2 and the Angels 1. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Cesar Hernandez. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. Here comes the first pitch. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. In his career, Hernandez is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. A ball and a strike.
One ball, one strike.
Two balls and a strike to Cesar Hernandez. Sent on the ground out to second. Kinsler's got it, and the throw to first is in time. One gone. Digging in and looking for more, Marcus Semien. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A ball and no strikes. That's wide, 2-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were two stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Liner toward right center, and another base hit for him. Now 3 for 3 in this one.
First game of a new series, and he's already sitting on 3 knocks right now. The pitching staff might have to make an adjustment going forward.
Stepping into the box, Andrew Benintendi. He was a ground-out victim last time up. First pitch on its way. Hard hit ball to short, and that's through for a hit.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. It's a nice piece of hitting. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. This is foul for the first strike. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
It was a walk in his last trip. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch, and he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Semien over at second. Benintendi at first. 2 out in the inning. Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Ball 2.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
Here now the 2-2. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And Pujols won't get there. This is a fair ball. He's in at second safely. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Eduardo Paredes trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. Here's Chris Davis now, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. But pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. But the A's get a run on this RBI double. The 5, 6, and 7 hitters to start the 7th. It's now 3-1 Oakland. Stepping up now, Zach Cozart. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Played on the backhand. And he'll get in there safely.
I know it wasn't pretty right there, Dan, but that has to frustrate the pitcher. Lead-off guy, anytime he gets on, usually creates a problem.
You know what, D'Lo, it's especially tough when you get as late in the game as we are right now. Anytime you get that leadoff guy on and have that pitcher start pitching out of the stretch, it always puts more stress on that pitcher pitching out of the stretch.
The 1-1 home. Chopped weakly to the left. Chapman has it cleanly. One there on to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now. Here's Albert now. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. One strike to Pujols. This is foul right side. Popped him up. Chapman will put this one away, and the side is retired. Angels go quietly there, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. At the plate, Mark Hanna will be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th.
Right fielder, Mark Hanna.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball.
The fastball here as you'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And now we see a right-hander up and throwing in the Angel bullpen. Hot shot on the ground is short. Simmons has it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting.
In now, Stephen Vogt. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. There's Kinsler at second. And the throw sails right over the head of Pujols.
Wow, you see some throwing errors sometimes, but you don't see them from the second baseman that often. Looked like he was trying to aim it instead of throwing it, and the result is an E4.
In now, Keon Broxton. Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backstop. And no advance. It's ball 1. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Hit on the ground to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Now they will get the out at first, and on top of that, the runner hesitated, and he's forced to stay put.
Now batting. Shortstop. Cesar.
Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. Runner in scoring position with two gone. Trying to keep the deficit right where it is. The pitch. Hops this one up, and that's going to fall for a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there. Digging in once again, Marcus Semien. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet, so this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
No balls and 1 strike. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a slider.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Kinsler ranging into shallow right, and tack on 1 more, make it a 4-1 lead.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. No balls and a strike to count. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. High in the air out to center field. Trout giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. A's have to settle for just the 1. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the A's 4, and the A's. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Right back to him, and it's off his shoe. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Striding in, Rene Rivera. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
Out in front as this is skied in the air to straightaway left. Benintendi comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. So striding forward now, Andrelton Simmons. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First offering on its way. A tough sinker on the inside corner.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the break, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Now batting.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Jose Fernandez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Well, D-Roll, there's another base hit making it first and second. They're piling up the hits on the day, but so far not many runs to show for it.
Yeah, definitely a few knocks in the cupboard makes you feel good, and the batting average goes up, but that doesn't help you win ball games. Somebody's got to come up with a nice AB with runners in scoring position.
And it appears they're going to give him the intentional walk here, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone.
The left fielder, number 8, Justin Upton.
Here's Justin Upton now. And guys, this is clearly one of the bigger at-bats of the ball game so far.
Yeah, Matt, bases loaded. They're looking to finally get that clutch hit that's kind of been elusive all day. They've had some hits, but they just haven't hit when it mattered.
Sliced hard, but foul. Calhoun at third. Fernandez on second. Trout on at first with 2 down. And Upton won't chase that one. It's 1-2.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Here he comes again, 1-2. And he fouls this one off. And when in doubt, he'll just step off and bluff that runner back to third. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on that.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Count remains 2-2.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing the starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
3-2, and now the carousel will be in motion here with 2 away. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score. Ready for another chance? Zach Kozar. He's looking to deliver here with the bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. Emilio Pagan answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And that's a called strike at the letters. So that looked high from here. It's 0-2 now.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at-bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. 1 run is scored. And the run will score all the way from first. It's a 5-4 game.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
4 runs here in this half inning. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as the side is retired. So they nearly. Blake Parker is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 53.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Matt Chapman. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. 0-1, here's the pitch. Started that swing a bit too early. Here's the 0-2. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. Mano a mano with Blake Parker. He's 1 for 3. He's set, and the pitch. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Both teams have 9 hits on the scoreboard. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. The 2-1. The count now at 2-2. 1 out, nobody on. Here now the 2-2. Is hit very well to right. This one's hammered, and it's going to go. That one is gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, and we are tied again. Here's Chris Davis now.
He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here. Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
The 0-1. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So now it's Mark Hanna.
Number 20, Mark Hanna.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss. A 1 pitch on its way. Grounded to short. Simmons with a slide. He gathers the throw. Touché, sir. A look there at the Bay Bridge from the East Bay side, where we are for this one from the Coliseum in Oakland. And now pitch on the way. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And he misses Lowe with it. 2-0.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
And Albert is 0 for 3 now as he's retired here for the first out.
Up next for the Angels.
Ready now for L.A. Cole Calhoun is working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First offering on its way. A high fastball is in there. Lifted into the air to shallow center.
In comes Broxton.
In there, a base hit. And he is into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
Now batting.
Last pitch was a fastball. Tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hit.
No balls and one strike. The 0-1. And that one just missed outside. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Now the 1-2 pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and both runners are going to be safe. In now is Andrelton Simmons. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, with your team really...
This ball's down, and that could bring in a run. Throw comes in quickly here, so that'll hold that go-ahead run at third now with still only one away. So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Jose Fernandez, as he's presented with the bases loaded situation in a tie ball game. Calhoun on third, Rivera at second. Simmons is over at first with one away. Line toward right center. Catch made here in medium deep right center, and the runner's breaking from third. In to score the runner from third.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
High pop-up. Olsen has got it, and the side is retired. Jose Alvarez takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Jesus Sucre will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. And he gets ahead 0-1. The numbers offensively pretty dismal to this point, down in the 170s to start play. Still without a home run and with just the lone RBI. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy 0-2, so that was a good job to hold up right there.
The 1-1. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Again, he sends it out of play. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball just a bit high. Hit hard to short. Simmons is there. On to first, and now the A's are down to their final out. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Cesar Hernandez. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Popped him up. Kinsler is under it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game. And tonight's 1-run game comes to an end, 6-5 the final. The Los Angeles Angels came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Blake Parker claims the win out of the pen, his first. Jose Alvarez closes the door for the save, his 28th on the season. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. From our partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 25 minutes. A reminder that extra parts train service is available on the Fremont Daily City line or on the Fremont Richmond line by accessing the ramp directly outside the stadium beyond the left field wall. AC Transit will also be